Welcome to the video lecture series of satellite communication. Today's topic is orbital elements. See, in this particular video, you are going to understand what are orbital elements and why orbital elements are required for the satellite communication. What is its importance? Let us begin. For satellite communication, an almost endless number of combination of orbital parameters are available which are required for the satellite orbits. But orbital elements are defined. It is a set of 6 parameters which are helpful for describing the orbital motion of satellites. These 6 parameters are required. And it is very easy to discriminate one satellite from the other satellites depending upon the values of the orbital elements. I hope now you must be able to understand it. If you are having the set of 6 parameters which are the orbital elements of one satellite and orbital elements of the other satellites, then you can easily discriminate both the satellites. 6 orbital elements are semi-major axis, which is denoted by A, eccentricity denoted by E, mean anomaly. Anomaly is a term which is commonly used for the angle. Argument of perigee, inclination, right ascension of ascending node. So these are the 6 orbital elements. If somebody is going to ask about the orbital elements, you have to list out these 6. Now let's discuss each and every orbital element in detail. That how to define semi-major axis, how to define eccentricity. First orbital element is the semi-major axis. Semi-major axis is denoted by A. You can see in this particular diagram, here if Earth mass is located at this particular foci F2, and if satellite is revolving in an elliptical eccentric orbit, this is satellite, then the closest point will be the perigee and the farthest point will be the apogee. And here you can see the major axis is along the x-axis and minor axis is along the y-axis. So the major axis is A plus A, which is 2A. So the semi-major axis, that is defined by A. Major axis divided by 2. So the length of semi-major axis, it defines the size of satellite orbit. It is half of the major axis, as I have told you. Major axis is 2A, so semi-major axis is 2A divided by 2. Major axis runs through the center through a focus to the edge of the ellipse. You can see in this particular diagram. And if you remember, you have written the formula how to calculate the time period. Time period for the revolution can be calculated as what? T, it is equal to 2 pi under root A cube upon mu. So A, this particular parameter is also helpful to calculate the time period of the revolution. And in case of circular orbit, it will be equal to radius, because in the case of the circular orbit, major axis, semi-major axis will be equal to the radius only. Next orbital element is eccentricity. Eccentricity is denoted by E. So the value of E, eccentricity, it fixes the shape of satellite orbit. If the value of E is 0, means the shape of the orbit is circle. But for ellipse, the value must be greater than 0 and less than 1. The value of E or eccentricity, it indicates the deviation of orbit shape from a perfect circle. How much deviation is actually? You can calculate the eccentricity if semi-major axis and semi-minor axis have been given to you. E is what? Square root A square minus B square upon A. Here A is the semi-major axis and B is the semi-minor axis. For circular orbit, the value of E will be equal to 0. While for elliptical orbit, its value must be in between 0 to 1. You can see here 2 shapes have been drawn. First is the circle. Here the value of E is 0. Other is the elliptical. You can see the value is greater than 0 but less than 1. Tentatively I have written 0.75. So this is how you can define the eccentricity. Next orbital element, third one, that is the mean anomaly. As I have told you, the anomaly term, this is used for the angle. But how this particular angle is to be calculated? So mean anomaly, this is the angle which describes the position of satellite in its orbit with reference to perigee. You must remember that this is with reference to the perigee. So at perigee, the value of m is 0 degree, while the value of m increases to 180 degree at apogee and back to 360 degree, right? See, you can understand this in this manner. If this is the orbit of the satellite is moving in this particular orbit. If this is perigee, this point is apogee. Earth center is assumed over here, mass which is being centric. So when you are calculating at this particular point, so mean anomaly is 0. Starting from here to here, it goes up to 180 degree, and from here again to perigee, it will goes to 360 degree. Next is the argument of perigee. It is an angle which is in between the ascending node and perigee. Now you must be curious, what is ascending node? See, you are going to listen about two terms. One is the ascending node, one is the descending node. So satellite orbits cuts the equatorial plane at 2 points, right? What are those 2 points? First point is known as a descending node and the other is known as a ascending node. So descending node is a point where satellite passes from northern hemisphere to the southern hemisphere. And when satellite passes from the southern hemisphere to northern one, that point is known as a ascending node. So argument of perigee is the angle between the ascending node and the perigee, right? You must remember the definition. And when both perigee and ascending node, they are aligned, means they are on the same point, then this particular angle will be 0. Obviously, when these 2 points are aligned, they are on the same plane, then in between those 2 points there is no angle, so angle will be 0 degree. So this is how you can explain the argument of perigee. Next is the inclination. Inclination, this is denoted by angle. Angle is I. So here the inclination is the angle in between the orbital plane and the Earth's equatorial plane. This angle is known as an inclination angle. Here in this particular diagram, you can see the equatorial plane is being shown over here. Orbital plane is this. So this angle I in between the equatorial and orbital plane, this is the angle of inclination. And here inclination, if you have to explain more, means this particular angle, this inclination, it defines the orientation of orbit, right? If you consider the Earth's equator as the reference, take the equator of Earth as a reference and then see how the satellite orbit is aligned. So that particular angle, that is denoted by the inclination. Last orbital element, sixth one, that is the right ascension of ascending node. How to explain it, how to define it? This is also an angle. So right ascension of ascending node, it is the angle between line of Aries and ascending node towards east direction in the equatorial plane. Here a term comes, Aries. Aries, this is known as a vernal equinox. So this is how you can explain the right ascension of the ascending node. In this video, you have learned about the orbital elements. There are 6 orbital elements. Thank you so much for watching this video.